I paused in the beginning. Okay, so then you can start. I'll just repeat this part. So in the mirror, you go and you say, I love you, I accept you, or I'm willing to love you, I'm willing to accept you, I'm learning to love you unconditionally, I'm learning to accept you unconditionally. And keep looking deep into your eyes. And this is not just a term, by the way. If you really say to yourself, I want to look at myself with loving eyes, something will happen in your heart. Love doesn't come from mind. Liking come from mind, okay? You like from your mind, you like people from your mind, but you always love from your heart. That's the difference, right? So if you say, I want to look at myself with soft eyes, like you look at a newborn baby. I know some of your parents, some of you are not, some of you are single. And for single people, actually, because you are looking for love. Again, that's a very important area to realize that the love you're looking for first is you. As Rumi said, that to find the beloved, be the beloved. That's it. And how you become the beloved? By loving yourself. There is no more love than loving yourself first. And of course, you will get the love you're looking for then, yeah? Any question about mirror exercise?
Only I have a question. Like, isn't this crazy? Like, you're going to the mirror and you're speaking to yourself. You already know the problem. So, and it feels so uncomfortable. Like, why are you telling yourself again and again?
Very good answer is coming to my mind, Ankita, and I'm going to give it to you. Till now in your life, doesn't matter how old you are, Ankita, till now, and it's for everyone. This all the normal stuff we have done, where has it brought us? Right? All the normal stuff we did. We did everything, yeah? Our parents taught us, our teachers taught us, get the marks, get the degree, get the career, get the job. Where did it? कहाँ पहुंचे हम? That's the
इस
answer.
प्रोग्राम में
प्रोग्राम में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Notice all your fears, all your doubts. कहाँ पहुंचे हम? कहाँ खड़े हम? Where is humanity for that matter, right? COVID is a best representation of, by the way, the current state of humanity. You all know that. And if you don't know, you can read the spiritual aspect of COVID. All spiritual teachers are very happy, by the way, with COVID because it's showing the world where we're going wrong. It's showing the world that enough of this capitalism and materialism and all these pursuits of whatever it was. Time to go back within, right? You want to say something, Ashutosh? Okay, sorry.
I,
So,
I I just want to.
sorry, Pooja, just let me get it's from Ankita. Did you get the answer, Ankita?
Yes.
So
But
how
I mean, it's like, it still feel like crazy. What the hell we are doing?
it's crazy? Hey, I'm not like
I'm not able to relate to it. Like,
हाँ, यही बोल रही हूँ ना अभी तक जो नॉर्मल गुड गर्ल वाला स्टफ किया उससे क्या मिला बहुत बोले ना गुड गर्ल you know what has happened in your life अब let's do something crazy हाँ इतना मैं गारंटी कर सकती हूँ कि every crazy thing I will ask you to do I have done that and I have reaped the results the amazing magical results I would say the magical results that I can guarantee you right so कुछ crazy करके देखते हैं ना right
okay.
and this is something बिना करे तो मतलब you cannot experience this that's why I was saying it's not about my experience what I experienced till the time it's like swimming I can keep on telling you you know ऐसे हाथ लगा ऐसे करना है ऐसे पैर चलाने हैं doesn't mean anything till you jump in the water you cannot understand what does it mean to swim right it's just the same so go to the mirror and keep going if you really want to experiment and if you really trust me as your coach I would just say 40 days. वैसे तो within 20 days you will feel a shift. But इतना तो persistence दिखाना ही पड़ेगा. That I can tell you. हाँ 2 दिन में नहीं होगा. Keep going, keep going, keep. It's like yoga ना. What yoga teachers say, please keep coming to mat. 2 दिन में कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. But yes, if you Stay consistent. Yoga is what? Yoga is union. If you ever have learned yoga, I'm learning yoga for many years, so I know yoga is union. Yoga is pure connection to the source. The real yoga teacher will help you connect to your source. Good yoga teacher. I'm talking about Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Sutra, I'm talking about, not modern yoga, right? Yoga is union. That's what you're doing in the mirror. You are connecting with yourself. We have been taught we are this body, we have been taught we are this mind, we are these thoughts. That's a very, very small part of you. Yes, you have this body, you have your mind. It's time to go beyond. There's an invisible part of you जिसका idea भी नहीं है. And very well we can see now COVID is something invisible, right? पर अच्छे से नज़र आ रहा है ना कितनों को हो चुका है हमारे आसपास है ना. इससे अच्छा एग्जाम्पल क्या होगा. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज एन एग्जाम्पल. किसी को नज़र नहीं आ रही है ना, बट इट्स अ रियलिटी. वैसे ही देर इज़ अ रियलिटी अंकिता विच वी डोंट नो. And these all are paths which will take us. And you know, you have done Ho'oponopono and you saw the result. Remember that time?
Mm.
By the way,
I've
this
done even mirror exercise also, but it seems to me a very silly and crazy work. Like,
that's even good reason to keep going. Keep going. And every day, without any break. So if you break a cycle, if you miss one day, you start from the day one. Then you make it a one day. That this will be the day one for me. 40 days of mirror exercise. Who is ready for the challenge?
okay.
Not sure. Raghav is also. Who is ready for the challenge? You are, Raghav? Pakka? 40 days. And you can choose. Ashu, is your hand up or down? Both hands up. Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Any doubts, any question till now? Mirror exercise is clear to everyone. Any questions? You were saying something, Pooja. You want to share? Yes, please.
Yes, actually, when I looked into the mirror, nothing happened because I have always admired myself. Like there were flaws I could see. I was like, "ठीक है, हो जाएगा." I have a plan to improve it, and that is what matters. And like, but one thing that did happen was I could see my soul, like somebody who's troubled, who has gone through a lot, but she's still strong. So I was constantly admiring myself. That is a good thing. So mirror exercise did not do much difference. But when you asked me to close the eyes and look at me from uh, the person's view who loves you a lot, that's when I was emotional, and I could feel this whole world running around me, like there was a physical aspect to it. Like I was sitting here, but everything was moving around me. I mean, I cannot explain. And no matter how hard I tried to, I was also emotional during that time when I was asked to look at me from that angle, and when the whole part of hug was narrated. But I could not stop that feeling, that energy that was constantly going around me, and I had to literally open my eye in order to break it. What was that energy? What, like, this I have felt once previously in my life. What is exactly happening there?
So it's very difficult for me to say what is happening there, Pooja, but some kind of energy you're getting connected in that moment. Was it uncomfortable?
I don't know, but it felt nice, and I did not want to open the eyes even for like
Fine.
5-10 minutes. I could have continued easily.
Nice, then there's definitely an energy of love. But I want to share something very important Pooja has shared. When she was looking into mirror, nothing was happening because she was not looking into the mirror. She was more running the stories in her head. And please know, the mirror exercise is not an exercise for mind. I'm very happy, Pooja, you shared. Thank you so much. Mirror exercise is going beyond your mind because the more I remember the first time I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh my god, my blemishes, my freckles, and oh my god, this part is getting this. Everything, all the flaws, I could see only flaws. And my hair is not nice, and this and that, and the white, and everything. This is what you see because we have been taught, conditioned to see our flaws. And then we are thinking our story. You are not looking into the mirror to again repeat the same stories. Even if it's an empowering story, by the way. I'm talking about all stories. That's the first step, by the way, to shift your limiting story to empowering stories. Have you heard of Satori? Satori, how many of you know what is Satori? Zen word, Satori. It's about letting go of the stories. It's about really going beyond going into who you truly are. Because anyway, yeah, first step is to create an empowering story. We're gonna be with that because many of you have not yet even created an empowered story. So when you are looking into the mirror, Pooja, you were reminding yourself of your empowering story. Okay, this soul is troubled, but she's doing good. That's good. First step is fine. Now go beyond that. You're not running stories. It will become a meditation to connect with your heart and your soul. And it will take time. That's why I'm giving you 40 days. It will not happen in 1 minute, in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes. No. Be there, uncomfortable, be there, even judgmental, be there with the story, be there, and keep standing. That I want to experience. Hota kya hai? Let me see. Let me see. Let me pass myself through this discomfort. It's like, can you give yourself this 5-10 minutes? Just ask yourself this question. Can I give it to me? And see what happens. And keep doing, keep doing, keep doing. And anytime you're ready, come to love that I love you. I love you, accept you. I love you, accept you with all of my being. Then you start with this. And in the beginning, if it doesn't mean anything, it's okay. It will still do something to you because you have no idea how much you have judged yourself all your life. Let me tell you that. Even though you have an idea, you have still no idea how much we judge ourselves. I say this is my favorite statement that nobody will ever judge you as much as you have judged yourself. सारे लोग मिलके भी जज करना शुरू कर दें तो they can't judge you as much as you have judged yourself. Since the age you learned language. लैंग्वेज आने से पहले तो जजमेंट आती ही नहीं है बेबी को. बेबी डजंट जज. बेबी के पास कोई लैंग्वेज नहीं है जज करने के लिए. बेबी इज फन, डिवाइन. The moment you learn the first word, you realize. I remember one of my client was like, "Oh my God, my 3-year-old son is saying, Saloni, that I'm bad." I'm like, "Yeah, he's learning from you." Where is he learning? कहाँ से आ रहे हैं आइडिया? 3 साल के बच्चे को पता है कि I'm bad. We are so quick in learning from our environment. That's where we start. The first time we know a sentence, the judgment comes. Okay? This is about letting go of the judgment. Right? Any questions? So let's come to how we're going to do it. So, first of all, understand why love. Just briefly, I want to share this. We all have a deep emptiness inside us that we're trying to fill. Everything, everything you're doing on this planet, and you can test it and check it right now. Everything you're doing is you're doing for two purpose, either to feel that you are loved or to love. Everything you're doing, you just want love. Basically, that's what you want. If you're looking for success, somewhere you feel that I'm gonna be happy, which means happiness and love, by the way, they're like synonyms. Everything, if you think you want more bank balance, if you want a six pack, or if you want a certain kind of body, somewhere deeply you don't love yourself and you want to fill that gap with that particular thing so that you would love yourself more because you will feel that I will be enough. Are you able to relate with that? If I do this in my career, then I will be enough and then I love myself. If I do this in my health or in my relationship, then I will be enough. As a person, I would be good enough, better, in relationships, or better professional, or successful in my job or whatever, in my life. And then I will love myself. So, in some way or form, we are trying to fill through things, through achievements, through accolades, that gap of love within ourselves. Now, this is the truth. If you want, you can write it down as well. There is a basic truth, which is I am love, I'm lovable, and the biggest fear is I'm not lovable. How many of you felt that, by the way? I'm not lovable. You can raise your hands. Have you ever felt that? I'm not lovable. And that's why we keep looking for love outside. Because we feel that they won't love me if they know my truth. Anjana has written about the wall she creates with people she's not comfortable with. That's what the wall is about. Or it's about I'm not good enough. Oh, I've written it wrong way. This will come here. The fear is not good enough, and the truth is I am enough. Okay. Now I want you to take a minute. I had given all of you the question. Most of you have shared the questions. What is the most important thing you realize about not loving yourself? What is the most, topmost things that came out for you from those questions? That in which ways you are not loving yourself? You have talked about judgment, your fears. I want you to write some statement around that. What stops you from loving yourself? Basically, this is what I'm asking. Take a minute to write down the top one, two, three, as much you want. Top ones. What stops you from loving and accepting yourself 100%? From believing that, yes, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I am already enough. Everybody's got this?
Yeah.
The second question was, what stops you from loving others unconditionally? Just write the top one in that as well.
Sorry.
So I will be teaching you a tool today. Some of you already know who
Hi,
you.
ma'am. Hi. मेरी एक क्लास चल रही है.
आप म्यूट पूजा ने वही वाला काम कर दिया वही वीडियो आई थी ना जो वायरल हुई थी मैम
Six, six.
हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वॉच दैट वीडियो जिसमें सब बोल रहे हैं यू आर नॉट ऑन म्यूट रिमेंबर दैट वीडियो इट्स ओके पूजा yeah everybody's got the answer and the third question was how do you make it difficult for people to love you mute yourself on mute Pooja
I did click on mute, but I think my notepad unmuted.
okay.
So yeah, the Zoom incident happened with me eventually. Anyway,
But you were not sharing any secrets of your boyfriend, so it's okay. What stops me from loving myself unconditionally? What stops me from loving others unconditionally? And how do I make it difficult for people to love me? These are very important questions. Let me see what all you have written. Everybody's got it? Anybody wants to share, Kishore? You want to share your fears or whatever is coming up for you?
So, what stops me from loving myself totally
Hmm.
or believing that I am enough is my patterns or habits of creating external parameters. I will be enough only if X happens, Y happens, if people acknowledge me, if people love me, my partner is warm and soft and says nice things to me. If I make so much money, then only I am good enough. So all those I can see from habit, they keep coming, those thoughts.
Okay.
again and
So
again.
I want you, and everybody, you have to share. Everyone has to share. Okay. So Kishore, for you, the script. I'm helping all of you to write a script now. Okay. So Kishore, for you, it will be even though I believe I will be enough when, and use a sentence when, I will make this much money, when my partner will be behaving this way with me, when people will say this about me, when I have written that bestseller, when I have done this. All the sentences will come, and after every sentence, it will be like this. Even if I believe I will only be enough when I make this amount of money, I still love myself, love and accept myself unconditionally and profoundly. After every sentence, you're going to use this. So I just want you to take a minute to write the details. And everybody will work on their own script, their own scripts, okay? Who is the next one? So I want all of you to share with me.
Can you just repeat the last part? So you said, even though I believe that I will be enough, only when, and then those all those conditions that I put, they will come. I
Still,
still love
and accept myself
and accept myself.
completely and unconditionally. Or you can use the word profoundly. Unconditionally has to be there. You can use whichever, completely, profoundly. Okay, who is next? Anybody? Pooja, you've written?
Yeah.
Tell me.
But I already love myself a lot. I have accepted. So the only thing, there are instances when I don't love myself is when I have set high standards for myself, which
Oh,
I always do because I want to improve. And when I'm not able to, sometimes, there are, th- I don't have enough patience. So it takes time to achieve them. That's when I kind of get into that zone when I don't love myself. And then the second part is when I don't do sufficient in order to achieve that goal. Only these two instances is when I actually fall into a self pity or loathing zone.
so I want you to be more aware, Pooja. It means you're not aware. Number one. For example, when you say, I don't have enough patience, that's not true. You are patience. You are made of patience. It's just not possible to not have patience. Maybe you are not patient in one particular thing. Remember, self love is knowing who you are. And we will be coming to this tool where I'm going to help you imbibe self love in your life every single day. Every single day. Okay? So that in which we are going to say, I am patience. So everything you feel you are not and you want to be, you are already that. So when I say you are love, you already are what you're seeking for, it means you are patience. You have not realized it yet. You have not recognized it and you haven't tuned into that patience that you are. The diamond is patience, made of patience and love. You haven't tuned into that part of you. You got it? So you're gonna write, even though I feel I'm not patient enough, I love and accept myself profoundly. Even though I want to improve this. This is a journey to stop self improvement. And trust me, the more you accept yourself, the more you will improve. The biggest myth is that, oh, if I accept myself, फिर मेरी improvement का क्या होगा? This is the biggest myth. And trust me, it will take some time to trust because I took a long time to believe it. I'm like, no, I won't improve. Remember, I told you that story where I was fighting for it. But trust the process. The more you accept yourself, and we are not accepting that, okay, I'm not getting up in the morning even though I want to. We're not talking about behaviors, we're not talking about habits. We're talking about accepting your, please understand what we are accepting here. If somebody is procrastinating, I'm not saying that you keep on procrastinating. Accept, yes, I'm procrastinating, and I know the true self, the powerful self I am, I can take action. So I choose to take action, one action every day, one action every day, one action every day. And slowly I get rid, not rather get rid, rather tune into my true essence, which is an action taker. I do my karma, whatever I'm here to do. Simple. And procrastination itself goes out of your system. This is something you don't need to fight. This is what tuning into your true essence is. Is it getting clear for all of you? Yeah? So anything, any judgment, is a call for love. By the way, every judgment you have, every fear you have is a call for love. It's a longing for love. Remember this. It is a call for love. Okay? Aditi, what have you written?
So, what stops me from loving myself is all the doubts and fears I have about myself not being good enough, not meeting my own expectations, and comparison.
Even
So,
though, yeah, sorry. Go
uh,
ahead.
so the moment I feel that I am enough, there is always someone who's probably better, and then you start thinking that maybe not.
Okay, so the script for you will be even though I feel. Always put the word I think or I feel because this is not the truth that you're not good enough. Truth is you are already enough. Remember that? You are already enough. So even though I feel I'm not good enough, I'm willing to love and accept myself completely and unconditionally. Even though I keep comparing myself to others, keep putting myself down, I am willing to love myself and accept myself completely and unconditionally. Right? This is where you will go. Raghav, you have written? What stops you from loving you? Raghav, I'm asking you.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
So for me, I think it's uh, I think a lot and have a lot of ideas in my mind of what kind of person I want to be or what I should be doing, etc., etc. But unfortunately, I rarely take any action on it, and so I think that's kind of a limiting factor regarding self acceptance and self love is I don't execute enough. I just keep thinking and making plans.
Hmm. Hmm. So for you, this is exactly what you're going to drop first. Because for how long you have been beating yourself for this? That I don't take action, I don't execute, I don't take action, I don't execute. For how long you're doing this?
I mean, quite a long time. I can't put an exact number, but yeah, it's fairly long.
Self improvement is a self fulfilling prophecy. Please understand. This is a very easy path. We keep on thinking, oh, I want to improve, I want to improve, I want to improve, I want to improve. I'll give my life to improve. And sometimes we're going in circles and circles and circles and coming back all the time. Every year, January, maybe make a resolution plan and we are back to the circle, back to the square one. I'm just asking and proposing a different way. Even though I don't take action, even though I don't execute, I have a chance of loving myself. Even though I procrastinate, even though I don't take action, please be the presence of love to you, Raghav. This is my invitation to you. Can you allow yourself to love you? And this is for all of you. Can you allow yourself to love you even if you don't take actions? Even if you procrastinate? How you think you're going to love your children, your wife, anybody in your life? You think you do, but the truth is, the person who beats himself day in day out in the name of whatever productivity and that's how I should be, that's how I should be, you don't know what love is. So the day you say, no matter what action I take, I'm going to be presence of love and acceptance to me first. And even if I don't take any actions, I'll love myself. Even though I don't execute, I'll love myself. Even though there is this so many problems with me, but I love and accept myself completely, radically, profoundly. Use as many words as you want, by the way. Choose your own words. I'm giving you few words. Choose whatever. Radically is a good word, by the way. Unconditionally, profoundly, deeply. I used to say I love myself as divine loves me. I have meditated on this. I love myself the way divine loves me. I love myself the way my coach loves me. I still remember, by the way, it's a very interesting episode I can tell you about not feeling lovable. We don't feel lovable. So this happened last year with me with my coach. So I remember first time at that time actually I hadn't even hired Gary and I had just connected with him and asked him some questions and he said that I love your questions. Very, very just amazing questions you have, Saloni. Let's meet. Over Zoom, of course, he's in Canada. So we had a meeting over Zoom and he gave me some homework. Okay, you think about these questions. He gave me some questions to think over. And he said, okay, get back to me with the answers. And after 2 days, I get back to him and I say, I couldn't ponder on those questions, Gary, because the only thing I was feeling was this, that I have never ever received so much love. And yeah, of course, my family loves me, my husband loves me, my children loves me. They're my family. I love them, and I feel because I love them, they love me. That's fine. But I just don't feel worthy of this love from a stranger. And there was such a revelation and a shift for me. And he said, what do you think you need to do to deserve my love? And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't feel deserving of so much love. I was literally in tears. I was like, I just don't feel. And he's like, yeah, this is what it is. Can you allow yourself to receive unconditionally? Because no matter what, I love you. And that was a shift I created in my being, that it's not about him giving me love. It was about, am I ready to receive the love? Because another human being is just a channel. What he was trying to show me was that you don't feel worthy of your own love. Can you allow yourself to feel love for your own being, because you are worthy of love? Not because you care for your family, not because others do it. You are worthy of love, and you don't have to do anything on this planet to be worthy of love. If somebody else is not able to give, that's him. And that's for the shift. And that day I decided nobody needs to do anything. Not my husband, my children. They don't need to do anything to deserve my unconditional love. And I know that day my relationship with my husband changed. Because he doesn't have to be that particular, way in order to deserve my unconditional love. Yeah, I would love him to do everything. Similarly, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to be that mother, that wife, or that daughter-in-law, that daughter, or that coach in order to feel that I am deserving of love, because I deserve love. That's who I am. I am love, and I deserve love. And that is our biggest quest. The reason you want to take action, Raghav, is because you want that if I take action, I will be able to love myself then. If I execute, I will be able to accept myself. Because you put this limit, this judgment, I'm not there yet. What I'm saying is there is no there. There is no place to arrive. You're already home. Your power, that's where we started today, by the way. The power to be at home is within you. You just have to recognize. Divine loves you. Life loves you. Divine doesn't say that one person is really taking action, then I'm going to love this person. And this person is not taking action. Oh my God, Raghav, you don't deserve my love. God is not saying that. Life is not saying that. That okay, if other people are taking more action here or anywhere in life, they deserve more love. No. This is human made. Because school taught us. The teacher loved the student who was best, right? So we learned it. The first lesson in the school, this is what we learned. The favorite student of the teacher, who were quiet, who listen, who obey, and who get good marks, right? Even in homes, we have experienced that. I was a good one. So my sister suffered, of course, because I was the good one. Even though I didn't feel that way, but she always felt I was given more love. It was not love, though. It is just validation. What people are doing is validation. Remember the movie, and you have to watch the movie, Raghav. That's what the wizard says, right? I can give you validation. Okay, get the degree, get a medal. If you feel happy with that, okay. If that helps you understand that you already have got everything you need. So yes, the answer for all of you, the only thing that stops you from loving yourself unconditionally is your judgment. Your judgment.
But Saloni, if you're not self-critical, how do you improve? How do you grow forward? I mean, I agree. I still believe I love myself. I've accepted myself. Even if I procrastinate, I'm like happy. Okay, there are zones, there are times. But there's a part of me that still wants to maybe it gets bored from what I'm already doing and wants to do something more now. So it's not because I'm not accepting myself, but it's only to try different things in life.
So I will repeat and I'll keep telling you this, Pooja, till you get it. And it's okay. And I'm happy you're asking this question because it took me years to understand the difference. We are not talking about habits and behaviors. When you love yourself, you know that you deserve unconditional love. First and foremost from you. And then from that love, you can choose to behave in whichever way you want. You want to be the most productive human being on this planet, be that most productive. If you want to be the most creative, be that most creative. If you want to be the best speaker, be that. That is skill. That is skill that you can learn. There are tools to do things. And you will learn. Google is full of these tools and techniques. You can learn. There are schools and colleges and universities. There is not a single university or college will teach you how to love yourself. All other things you can learn. So, what you are talking about, that self improvement, this is about skills and habits. That is very small part of you. And trust me, the more you love yourself, because you have never experienced the power of love, you have only experienced the power of criticism. When I feel bad about not exercising, that's when I exercise. When I get fat, that's when I lose weight. Because we have always been taught, just a moment, Ashya, because we have been taught that when there is a problem, we fix it. Problem, we fix it. What I am teaching you is, you know I'm love and I love. I am love and I love and I'm being loved. And from that place, I can create whatever I want to create. I want to exercise, I exercise. I want to be amazing in my relationship, I be that. I'm an amazing professional, I be that. I learn languages, I do courses, I do whatever I want. I want to earn money, earn money. My bank balance is growing, shooting up. You do everything from that place because we have not learned the power of self acceptance and self love. If that was not true, Byron Katie and Eckhart Tolle, by the way, these two people, as I told you, these two enlightened beings, they are doing amazing programs. Byron Katie, if you by the way check her, she has free webinars and Zoom and question answers. Do attend her work. Amazing work she's doing, and a lot of them are free. I mean, as she's, I don't know what's her age, but she's pretty old by the way. But still, she is not stopping. So self love is not making her stop. She's still going. Eckhart Tolle is pretty old. He's still going on. He's doing courses. Michael Singer, he's old. They all are going by. Do you think they are doing it for money? They love themselves so deeply. They're inspired to do this work in the world. They want to bring it to people. So you getting what I'm saying, Pooja? No? Okay, so there are two ways. Okay, let me make it simple for you. There are two ways. One place is where you beat yourself, you constantly criticize yourself, and then you improve. Okay? I don't do this, so I will go for it. Okay? Find ways, set accountability partner, alarm, whatever. Other ways, you 100% accept yourself, love yourself, deeply mired in your love. And now you go for those things. Which one you think will be more powerful?
Got it. The other one.
Thank you. And अभी सिर्फ conceptual basis पे you got it. Understand this, Pooja. Till the time you practice it, you don't know the power of love. And ये question पहली बार नहीं पूछा है मेरे से किसी ने. In last 10 years, many hundreds of my clients have asked me this, Saloni, but how will I improve? I'm like, test karo na, test it. I have tested, so I can say with conviction the day I left my self improvement journey and I started my self love, I excelled. Things were not hard. Action was effortless. Half of the time you don't have to take action. You getting what I'm saying? So actions will flow, creativity will flow. If you want to write a book, book will come through you. There are no blocks. Blocks open up. It's like path is created. You be like water, and the path will be created for you. It's like that. But because you have never experienced that power, your mind will keep making stories and obstacles and stories about no. But if it is that, but if what Dorothy was saying. So it's again follow the yellow brick road. Just follow this path, and give it some time. Give it few months, and then you will say, "Oh yes, it works." It works a lot. I really want to hear this from you that yes, this works. Yes, Ashu, you want to say something?
Yes, I wanted to share something in reference to what Pooja said. And there were few things that I was doing and I didn't want to do that. And then I realized that in those moments, I wasn't accepting myself the way I accept myself in other situations. And once I started accepting those parts of myself, I stopped doing it and I didn't do anything at all. It was so effortless. It does take a bit time because you go back and you have to do it repeatedly, but it's much easier and effortless.
Absolutely. But yes, there is no time frame in this. You have to be patient with yourself. Normally, what people do, एक दो बार, once or twice you accept yourself, oh, it's not working. This is not how it works. I told you, na, takes 9 months to create a baby. So give yourself at least 9 months. That's a good, good time period. I've never seen if somebody is on the path of self love and not creating a miracle, and I mean it, I'm using this word deliberately, a miracle. Miracles can happen in 9 months. It has happened to me and number of times. Just faith, trust in yourself, life in source. Okay, who is next? Because I want to really give you this tool today. EFT we're gonna do now. Quick.
Saloni, I have one question here. Like, if you feel so loved and so content with yourself, then there is no life. I mean, that's what I feel. Okay. I mean, it's the end of the life. Like, highest stage you have already reached.
Okay,
And
okay, wait. तो अभी मैंने किसका एग्जांपल दिया? अभी मैंने किसका एग्जांपल दिया? और रॉबर्ट को ले लो यार. रॉबर्ट होल्डन, my teacher. He's I don't know how old he is now, but when I was doing work with Robert 2010, 2011, 2 years I was with him, and pure love. Like, have you ever met a man like love is oozing from this human being? And what he was doing, he has young children, उसके उनके बच्चे भी खेलते रहते थे वहीं पे हमारे हॉल में. They used to come in breaks, and so loving. And he was doing courses all over the world. You can check. He did happiness coaching, success coaching, and love and fear, and so much work Louise and Hobart were doing. He was always talking about how he just finds time in between his courses around the world and come home and just be with his children.
but my question is, what else do you need? Like, you need love, happiness, I mean, joy, and I mean, this is what you crave for.
Not the end result. When you love yourself, you become love. तो खत्म थोड़ी ना हो जाएंगे. That's when you're gonna start giving it to everything, to your journey, to your work, to everyone. You become love. और ये सारे questions कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? Please understand. Your ego is trying to resist. Your ego doesn't want you to love yourself because ego game is finished then. Understand this. Yes, your ego, your mind is resisting the fact. ठीक है. अच्छा, अभी I will not take any more questions. I just saw the time. तो ये वाले questions अभी one to one sessions आ रहे हैं सबके. Bring your questions in personal sessions. Let's go to EFT. I want everyone, whoever is left, give me one of your fear or one of your reason for not loving you, so we can start the process. Anjana, yes.
My biggest reason is disappointing myself because I set very high expectations from myself. So my line would be, even though I don't live up to all of my expectations, I will still love myself unconditionally.
Perfect. Even though I don't live up to my expectations, even though I have very high expectations, bring that as well.
Yeah.
You have set the bar very high. I love and accept myself completely, profoundly, radically, unconditionally. Perfect. And you will be putting everything in the script. So abhi ke liye hum 2-3 lenge, but everything that is stopping you, keep adding to them. Pragati?
Did you take this my name?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So for me, it's like I always like promise myself that I'll not get caught up in drama. Sorry for the sounds. Okay, my son is playing. So I just keep promising myself that I'll not get caught up in my drama, and then again I get caught up, and then the whole story begins. The cycle continues,
I know, I
kind
know.
of.
The drama. So even though I get caught up in the drama, I love myself completely and profoundly. That's it. Okay. Ashu, what's yours? You're on mute.
What makes it difficult for me to love myself unconditionally? Nothing really. I become aware of my thoughts where I'm not having myself, not loving myself unconditionally. And as soon as I become aware of the parts I am not loving or accepting unconditionally, I know what I have to do. I
Okay.
smile and I love and accept those aspects of mine
Then
unconditionally.
is there any thought, Ashu, that you can share which stops you from loving yourself? You said I become aware of that thought. What is that thought?
Yeah, some parts where I am not uh, doing or being good enough that I expect
Okay.
that.
I get it. So even though I'm not doing good enough in this particular thing, use that example for the EFT. Okay, I want you to use that thought, and if you can take a minute to think of some thoughts and write them down. Even if I don't feel good enough in this area, even if I don't feel I'm doing as I want to do in this area, I love and accept myself. Okay. Who else is there? Prafula and Amrita.
So I have said I find it difficult to love and accept myself because I don't trust myself. I don't believe in myself enough. I'm very critical and judgmental about my own self. So the rewritten script is even though I feel I'm not good enough, I'm willing to love and accept myself unconditionally.
Even though I don't believe in myself, I'm willing to.
Even though I feel I'm not good enough, I'm
Think.
willing to accept
Okay, ठीक है.
and
Next,
love.
next one would be even though I think I don't believe in myself, I'm willing to believe in myself. I'm
Uh,
willing to believe in myself. Add this as well. Okay. Even though I feel I don't trust myself fully, I'm willing to learn to trust myself. Or I'm learning to trust myself. You can add that. Okay. Amrita, you're mute. Yeah.
What makes it difficult for me is when I don't live up to my expectations, self criticism. And the second thing is I don't feel I'm good enough or I'm worth enough for me.
So again, the same thing, Amrita. You have done it with me anyway, right? TFT. So we're gonna use the same things. Even though I feel I'm not good enough, even though I'm not living up to my expectations, I love and accept myself unconditionally. Ankita, have you done?
Saloni, so for me, it's like putting my needs first is an act of selfishness. So I don't know how to
So
put it in another.
fear. What is your fear around this? Fear or judgment? क्या आ रहा है?
I mean, if I put my needs, then um, I feel like it's more act of selfish thing. So that's what is stopping self love.
Stopping you to love yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though I feel it's selfish, it's fine. Whatever it is, because it's your reality. Understand? Your thought is your reality. You're creating it. That's
Okay.
very, very real, very, very true for you. So your thoughts, no matter how illusionary they're real for you. Remember this. Your thoughts are very real. They might be illusion, they might not be the ultimate truth, but they are your reality. So it's about accepting them first. Right? Even though, I feel loving myself is a selfish act. Putting my needs above everything else is selfish. I'm learning to how to love unconditionally myself and others. Add that. Myself and others. I'm learning to love unconditionally myself and others. And anybody who is able to relate with other people's fear and judgments, please keep adding to your own as well. Everybody's done? Have I left anyone? I think no. Okay, so some of you already worked with me for some time. You are aware of EFT, but I think some of you might not. Ashu, are you aware of EFT? Tapping? No. Okay. So I'm going to tell the whole process. Kishore, you're also not aware, right? So EFT, I would ask you who don't know it at all, please do go on Google and YouTube and read about it. It will help you because, or especially for both of you, you're coaches, so you can definitely use it. Don't use it straight away with your clients. First, always do it for yourself. I have done course in EFT and I've been using EFT for myself and more my clients for many years now. So definitely, we can do it in our personal sessions as well, go into depth of it. To begin with, it's a simple process of deep, subconsciously accepting anything you're resisting. So this was actually who was the person? I'm not able to remember the name of the healer who brought it. He was a scientist and I think psychotherapist who brought this technique, and it was known as a miracle technique because he started it for actually physical pain he was treating with EFT. So he found that rather than acupuncture, where they were in China putting needles in places and the meridians to relieve physical pain, if I can come out with a technique that patients can just tap, not put needle, and their physical pain would be cured, and it was getting cured. Then they realized that it was not just physical pain, it was their emotional anxiety, suffering, any kind of emotions. They were able to treat low self-esteem, doubts, all these things with this. So they started calling it, and you can read about the tapping solution. Nick Kortner is one guy who has really made tapping famous. He had a movie called The Tapping Solution where they treated even cancer with tapping. So you can do a lot of research, a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I have great results. I mean, I have worked with depression and anxiety, and people have come off medicines. So that was, for me, it was very, miraculous, like people coming off medicines with help of tapping. So let's start. If you want to write down, you can write a brief. 3 steps. Number 1 is acceptance. Number 2, release. Number 3, replace. Accept, release, replace. 3 steps, eh? And we have 9 points. So the basis of tapping, or EFT, we call it emotional freedom technique. The basis is the only reason we are feeling any negative emotion is because we are resisting it. We are not accepting it fully. So this process helps us truly accept it deeply, subconscious level as well. And then we release it and then we replace it with the truth. Simple. Okay. So 3 rounds we're going to do. First round, we will accept it. Second round, release. Third round, replace. Okay. And 9 points. So I'm going to just show you 9 points first, and then you all will copy with me. Okay. I will use some of the sentences you have shared with me. You all can also just use your own script. That's why I ask everybody to write your own script, or you can just follow me because this is for practice. Okay, and just notice the difference. When you're using it, just also notice the difference. I know right now you're not feeling anxious or anything, but when you will start using it on a daily basis, every time you feel negative, every time a fear is coming up, you can use it. Or even without fear, you can use it, and you will feel a shift, complete shift in your thinking. It's very powerful. Okay. So these are the points. First point is we call it karate chop, the point we use in karate. So we tap it with our whole hand. So we tap like this. If you're right-handed, I would recommend tap with right hand, Kishore. Are you tapping with right hand? Yeah, right hand. Tap with right hand. This is first point, karate chop. Second point is third eye, 2 fingers. First 2 fingers and tap in the center of your eye. Here, third eye. Then side of the eye. We are tapping on the bony points. These are meridian points. Side of your eye, under the eye, under the nose, chin, and below your collarbone. If everybody can feel the collarbone, there is this area, a depression under collarbone. This whole area is a meridian. So again, we tap with our hand. Then the 8th point is under your arm. So this is like the point just under your arm. And the last point is your topmost part of your head. Raghav and Pragati, where have you gone? Topmost part of your head, your occiput. So these are 9 points. Yeah, so I can see that you're doing it right away. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now these 9 points, I use 9 point EFT. Some teachers use 5 point as well. They've shortened the technique, but I have found this is the most powerful in my experience and easiest as well. Now it is not a hard and fast rule that you have to go in this sequence. You have to go all 9 points. Even if you miss a point, does not matter. They're all meridian points. They all shift the energy. If you don't go in the same sequence, doesn't matter. This is just for the convenience they have been made. So don't get stuck on कि कोई point miss हो गया, कुछ हो गया, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. The real magic of EFT is what we are saying, and we have to feel exactly the same. So when we say, for example, if a judgment is coming, I'm feeling this judgment. I feel I'm, for example, I'll take Raghav's example because it's a beautiful example. I'm not taking action. Oh my God, I'm so fed up of myself. I'm not taking action. Feel the energy of that. Accept it. I am not taking action. I'm fed up of it. I'm so angry with me. If you're feeling angry with you, for example, Pooja, if you're not doing something and if you're feeling angry with you, so Ankita, same for you. If you're feeling criticism for you, I'm so fed up of myself. I hate myself. Whatever you're feeling, you're going to say all that in the first round. So, what you're doing is you are accepting your feelings. I don't take actions, I don't execute, I don't do this, I don't do that. Why I'm not still there where I want to reach? Why I'm still not earning this amount? Why this is like this? If you're angry, be angry. That's the magic. Accept it, I'm feeling angry about it. And then we'll come to the release, which is the second statement which I gave you. Even though I'm angry, I choose to love and accept myself. That's when we come to it. Okay? So right now, because we are feeling normal, so we will start with this. But this is how it works. If you feel any negative thought, any negative emotion, just accept it. Okay? And then we come to the release. I release this anger from my body. I release and I let it go. And then first, just one time you use the word anger or whatever, frustration, not feeling enough. And then you just keep saying, let it go, let it go, let it go. Third round, we replace it. And in the third round, we say things like, I know my essence is love. I am love. I choose love. I choose peace. I choose happiness. I am what I'm seeking for. I believe in myself. I choose to believe in myself. I choose to love and accept myself. And if it's about a relationship, then you can say, I choose to forgive. I choose to forgive myself. I choose to forgive this person. You can even do forgiveness with this technique, right? So in the last one, you actually are replacing with a higher energy of love, compassion, forgiveness, whatever is needed in that situation. So अभी हम basic आज करते हैं. उसके बाद if you have any situation in between the next session, send me that and I'll send you a script for that. Okay, I'll do that for you. So let's start. Just follow me. So we'll start with the karate chop point and we'll start. So I will take some of your scripts. You use your script, okay? Even though I don't feel good enough, and you can close your eyes just to go in that feeling. I will be closing my eyes to just feel it. Even though I don't feel good enough, I choose to love and accept myself unconditionally. Center of the forehead. Even though, and say out loud. I know you all are on mute, so you can say out loud. Pooja, you just put yourself on mute as well. And everybody say out loud. Out loud is very important. Even though I don't feel I'm where I want to be, I'm not there yet. I want to improve. I don't take all the actions. I'm not good enough. I love and accept myself completely and unconditionally. Side of the eye. No matter how I judge myself, no matter how I feel about myself, still I love and accept myself unconditionally and profoundly. Under the eye. Even though I feel I'm not good enough, even though I feel there's so much problems with me, I love and accept myself profoundly and unconditionally. Feel this love. Feel even though there is problem, but you are ready to love yourself. Under the nose. Even though I don't feel good enough, even though I have to improve so much, I choose to love and accept myself radically, profoundly, unconditionally. Chin. Even though I don't feel good enough, even though I have all these emotions of anger, frustration, unacceptance, still I love and accept myself unconditionally, profoundly. Under the collarbone. No matter who loves me or who doesn't, even though people in my life are not fulfilling my expectations or I'm not fulfilling my expectations, I choose to love and accept myself deeply, profoundly, unconditionally. Under the arm, even though I am procrastinating, even though I'm not taking action, even though I'm not doing or being good enough, I choose to love and accept myself. Top of the head. No matter what I do, no matter who I'm being, I choose to love and accept myself unconditionally and profoundly. Say it out loud. Not in your heart, say it out loud. Everyone, say it out loud. I can see everybody saying it in their heart. So hold your wrist. Okay, this is important, guys. If you really want to learn it, you have to say it out loud. And I notice a couple of you are saying out loud. You're on mute, nobody can hear you. So you have to say it out loud. Okay. So we'll go to the second round once everybody's done. Yeah. We'll go to the second round. And the second round, we're going to release. So think of one negative emotion, any negative emotion. Maybe you experienced it this morning or yesterday. Any negative emotion. Can be frustration, anger in this moment. Just feel that. Close your eyes and feel the negative emotion, and then we'll start the release. Once you've felt that, just take a deep breath and open your mouth and release. I was feeling frustration this morning, so I'm going to use that. This is not serving me. Just repeat after me out loud. Tap karate chop point. Start tapping. This is emotion is not serving me. I accept it fully and I release it. Center of the forehead. I'm ready to release it. Side of the eye. I'm willing to let it go. Under of the eye. I'm letting it go. Under the nose. I'm letting it go. Chin. I'm letting it go. Collarbone. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. Under the arm. Top of the head. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. Hold your wrist and say peace. Now we're going to replace this energy with the third round of highest truth. In this, we're going to really connect with the source. And we can even start with this. I'm connected to the source. I'm connected to my highest self deeply. I am patience. I am truth. I'm love. I am acceptance. Center of the forehead. I am love and acceptance. Side of the eye. I love myself and accept myself completely. Under the eye. I love and accept myself completely. Under the nose. I love and accept myself completely. Chin. I love and accept myself completely. Under the collarbone. I am peace. I choose peace. I am love. I choose to be the presence of love. Side under the arm. I'm love. I'm peace. Top of the head. I'm love. I'm peace. I love and accept myself. Deep breath and hold your wrist. Peace. So this is a very simple process. I'll send a script on the group as well. Accept, release, replace. That's it. And anytime, because right now we all are in a good state of being, anytime you feel any emotion, anger, lack, frustration, doubt, self-loathing, judging yourself or others, in that moment I would ask you to try this. Say, I'm feeling this, and even though I'm feeling this, I choose to love and accept myself. And then release it. I release it. This is not serving me. That's all enough to say. That's enough to say this is not serving me. And I'm ready to release it. And then let it go and replace it. I choose love. I choose peace. I choose to be the presence of love and peace. and feel the shift. I mean, sometimes people come with a emotion of 9 or 10. I ask them a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you feeling? You can test it yourself. If you're feeling anger on a scale of 1 to 10, you're at 10, tap and see. Usually people come some straight away to 2. And you just come to that highest realization, this is not serving me. The person is doing whatever they're doing. The situation is as it is. I'm ready to release this and I'm ready to accept it. And you're able to release it then. It is very fast. Just usually take 3 minutes, 3 4 minutes once you get the hang of it. 2 3 minutes. That's it. Any questions about tapping? Anybody has any question?
The wrist you're supposed to hold if you're tapping with your right hand, it's the right wrist or the left wrist?
Oh, just like anyone will say. It is basically, again, this is a meridian point, Aditi. So this is usually most teachers just hold the wrist to relax. And even when you are, really in a state when you are just losing it, if you do this, just hold your wrist and say peace. You will feel different. Check it out. And by the way, have you ever noticed the points? When we are stressed, this is what we do, right? This is how we sit when we are stressed. Instantly, when you're stressed, you're like, oh my God, why we do this? This is our natural coping mechanism of your body. That's why your body does this when you're stressed. That's when something happens shocking and you said, oh my God. You know why we do this? Because this is a meridian point which helps you to cope with the shock. So this is your body's natural reflex. You go there. Or even people do this. Oh my God. Yes, this is because these are meridian points which help you to come to your center. So and you will feel a shift in energy. The only precautions is just drink 1 or 2 extra glasses of water. When you are experiencing a negative state and you do tapping, you will feel a shift in energy. Some of my clients have shared with me sometimes they feel lightheaded or a headache. Normal. This is okay. Just dehydration ka risk hota hai. That's why we say 1 or 2 extra glasses of water. And if you don't drink enough water, drink enough water. You can do as many times as you want. Tapping is like a pill. Literally, if you've experienced 10 negative emotions in a day, try it 10 times, I would say. Because the more you do, you'll get a hang. Like when I do, I literally do in few seconds. Oh my God, I'm feeling this. I'm releasing it. I'm fine. I'm peace. So in one go, I use it. Like some points I use, accept, release, replace. You will get, once you practice this, you will get to that stage. Okay. Any questions at all? No? Okay, awesome. So a lot of things to do from today's session. I want you to start tuning into every morning into love. Who I am love. Start doing mirror exercising and the stepping as well. Is that good? All good? Yeah.
Yeah.
You might feel something in a heaviness or that's perfectly normal. Any questions that come to you later on, please put in the group. I will answer it there. Okay? So time to start loving yourself unconditionally. And I'm not taking that last question, how you make it difficult for other people to love you, because I can understand a lot we have done today. We will take it in the next time, next session. But keep writing about it, because the truth is, by judging ourselves, by not receiving, I gave you the example of my coach, we are not ready to receive love. This is as simple as you were writing, Aditi. Yes, you get the love what you think you deserve. That's what it is. And that's why we have to open these blocks, as Rumi had said, that you don't have to seek for love. You have to really let go of the barriers, the blocks you have put around love, so that you can receive it. Love is all around you. Everyone is loving you, ready to love you. The divine loves you, but can you receive it? That's what it is about. And when you start receiving, I remember when I was just telling my daughter yesterday something about Robert, that when I used to come out of his workshops, and I was living in Northampton at that time, I used to travel to London to attend his work. And while I used to go back to the tube, it used to feel like the trees, the road, all these strangers, they're loving me, because there was pure energy of love in my being. I literally used to feel in that tube, which is like totally full. And it's a known fact in London's trains that nobody is even looking at each other. Everybody is just busy with their earphones or their books. People read a lot there. But I would just feel there is complete love around me. That's what love energy feels like, when nobody has to do anything but you feel that love. And you feel that in everything. In air, you feel that love. and start tuning into love that way. Start seeing that life loves you. That's where I wanted to end the session today, that life loves you. Feel it in which ways life is loving you. Life is loving you always. Small, small things. A stranger might give a smile to you. Some unexpected thing might come, but we are not really ready to see all these things. Small, small gestures of people. Yeah. So start to tune into love more. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And I want full participation, please, on group. Now we are into two more months, and this was a fifth session. So let's gear up to the journey and make it really profound for all of you. All your actions will take you, okay, forward. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
I love you all.